trying to portray human rights. It's bullshit. He's the most evil person I've ever met in my life. He's pure evil. There's nothing good in him. He's responsible for so many people's deaths and ruining so many people's lives. He doesn't care about anyone. He only cares about his image, his reputation, and he will gladly kill somebody, but he doesn't do it himself. He doesn't do the dirty work himself. He'll just get other people to do it. He doesn't care. After my uncle died, he killed one of his wives. He killed her. Everyone knows about it. The Moroccan one, because she was too. Her behavior was too outrageous. She was too. I think she just talked too much, and he felt threatened by her, so he just killed her. Of course, he couldn't do that when my uncle was alive, but he could do that after my uncle died. Everybody knows what kind of person he is. So in total, I was in prison for 3 years and 4 months. I went in June 2002, and I came out October 2005. I don't know, I'll do the math. But in 2003, for a week, I came out of prison. They put me back home. Home. It's not home. It's my house. My mom's house. They put me back there for a week. And it was surreal. When I went home to see my mom, I expected some sympathy, maybe, since prison was not a normal prison experience. It was constant torture. Even when they weren't physically beating me up, they would torture me. They would switch off all the lights. I was in solitary confinement by myself, totally. And there's no windows, there's no lights. So when they switched off the light, it was pitch black. They could switch it off for days. So I didn't know when one day ended and the next began. And then they would make sounds to harass me, and then they would come in the middle of the night, pull me out of bed to beat me, and it wasn't a normal prison experience by any means. It was just torture, and they didn't give me anything. I didn't have a change of clothes, so I wore the same clothes, and I would try to stay as clean as possible, but after the torture sessions I couldn't even walk, so I would crawl to the bathroom to get water, to open a tap to get some water. I would just crawl on my hands and knees. There was no medical help at all. They didn't care. They wanted me dead anyway. And yeah, so I didn't have anything. I had a thin mattress that had holes in it and had stains of blood and shit, and it was disgusting. It smelled so bad. I had a thin blanket also. It was so disgusting. And I had the clothes I was wearing. And then I think in the last few months they gave me a toothbrush, just one toothbrush, So I didn't. It was so hard to stay clean. And towards the end, they gave me some clothes wash, like Tide, the clothes washing powder. So I would use that clothes washing powder on my skin to try to stay clean. It was really disgusting. So yeah, so after that experience, I went to the house for 1 week, and it was from that to a house with soap and clothes and this and that. It was like a shock to me. So I would shower like 5 times a day, because I could. There was warm water, there was soap, there was a towel, there was clothes. I couldn't believe it. There was toothbrush, there was food, like proper food, not food in like little container, meat and rice. It wasn't like these little container boxes, It was food. Like I can eat fresh food. I was very, very anemic when I came out. I had lost so much weight. All of my clothes were hanging off me, and I couldn't. I needed to get new clothes.